FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com. Apparently, I can't think that Hunter Stratton is a pirate now, apparently.
Well, he was a pirate, then he was a Brave, now he's back with the Pirates, although we sent him to Indianapolis, so maybe he'll make a difference eventually. I don't know. Remains to be seen. But, all right, we are joined now in studio by Tony Caltury from Beaver County. Visit Beaver County in the Recreation Tourism Department. And I know you were busy last night, Tony, at the Penn, Ohio game, but I know you're even busier next week. Beaver County Boom.
Yeah, we're excited. I can't believe it's here already, but it's a great excitement and great busy because Beaver County Boom is such a special event for Beaver County. It's our staple event and really kick off to the summer. So it's a good busy. I'm happy. The long hours are well worth it after when I see the patrons and residents come to our events and watch the fireworks.
I think it's branded really well. Going back like 3 years, when you would say Beaver County Boom, you kind of had to tell people, oh, that's our fireworks, that's our concert. But now you just say the words and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's coming up. They know about it.
Yeah, absolutely. The buzzwords of Beaver County Boom really resonate with everyone, not as a regional festival. So they know where they're going to go. They know where the entertainment is, and that's what we're looking forward to. And there's plenty of options.
The entertainment lineup keeps growing. You gave us a chance to break the news this week. The Clarks added. The Clarks just did a show for 5,000 people in Pittsburgh where they had to pay money to go see them. We got them free.
Yeah, that's a huge. I mean, the Clarks are a Beaver County staple. I am so excited about their performance, and we've had such positive feedback, and I think that's something in our 4 years of our event, Boom on the Bridge, that we had to have them.
And talk about the lineup, because some people say, okay, where's the stage at? And I've been saying it's kind of like where it was last year, but you might have a better explanation.
Very similar setup to last year with our main stage in that Fleet Service parking lot with an adjacent substage. So we'll have music starting at 3 p.m. all the way until the fireworks. So very similar setup to last year and vantage point right in that parking lot.
I kind of tell people across from the Grumpy Beaver, too.
Correct. Right. It'll be directly across from the Grumpy Beaver on that Bridge Street.
So music starts at 3. Talk about the lineup. Who else you got?
Yeah, we're super excited about the lineup this year and connections to Beaver County as well. With the Being America 250, we really want to incorporate those Beaver County connections to our lineup. So we're starting with Lincoln Park grad Ashley Marina, and then we're bringing in a band out of Nashville, north to Nashville, who has their frontman, Evan Blankenship, was a center graduate. And then we got Gene the Werewolf, a well-known Pittsburgh regional act. Then the Clarks and the big headliner, Dustin Lynch, starting at 8:15. So I think it's a eclectic group. And in between each, we have performances with Squonk Opera in the Kids Zone.
I'm going to highlight all of those you just mentioned, starting with Ashley Marina. And we all were cheering for her on national TV when she was on The Voice and on America's Got Talent. But here's a chance to see her on stage in Beaver County, and she's just delightful. Has just a sparkling personality, and wow, can she sing.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off her performances on The Voice and America's Got Talent, it's exciting to have her kick off her event and having that ties to Lincoln Park graduates. So she's going to do a fantastic job and continue to grow her career.
And people be able to say, oh, I saw her in Beaver County Boom on the Bridge when she's like headlining some hockey arena somewhere. You know, it's bragging rights. But you mentioned north to Nashville and the center graduate, Evan Blankenship. I like to mention the fact he also played football at Ohio State University. Big guy.
Yeah, we actually graduated in the same year in 2007. So I got to see him firsthand play football. And he was a very good football player, got a full ride to go to Ohio State and then continued his career and as a singing man. I saw that they just performed on the Ohio State cruise that they had. So
now, did you get a sense in high school? Could you tell this guy was going to be a singer, or did you think he's going to be a football star?
No, I thought he was going to be a football star. I had no idea. about the singing side.
He did a show at when it was still called Thursdays a couple years ago, and then he's got a video out north of Nashville, and I can't remember the name of the song, but it shows Broadhead Road. It mentions the Circle K in Center Township. It's got all these little local landmarks, so he's very much in tune with his Beaver County roots.
Yeah, and I think that's great, and that's why we're bringing those national acts that have those Beaver County ties, and we're thankful that they're willing to perform, and I think the crowd is in for a great show with them.
Now, you mentioned Squonk Opera. I just saw them at the Pittsburgh Arts Festival, and that very unique performance. I mean, they're as fun to watch as they are to listen to. How do you describe what they do? It's hard to describe.
It's an experience more than a performance, and they just debuted their new performance that they're bringing to Beaver County Boom and Boom on the Bridge. So they'll be located in the kids zone, which is in the side parking lot, same spot as last year, directly across from the Bridgewater Borough building.
I'm trying to describe it. They're on a big flatbed, kind of like a big stage, and they have these. They're able to operate like larger than life puppets that have like wings, like they're birds or moths or something. So there's like a visual art show going on as they're playing like this really cool progressive rock, and no one else does what they do.
Yeah, it's a one of a kind performance, and it's hard to describe. We had them a few years ago with their other performance, and we've got positive reviews. And when we had the opportunity, they travel the country, so when we had the opportunity to bring them back, I think it was a no-brainer on our end.
It's kind of like your jaw drops. Wow, this is really wow. And then the headliner, you have a national act. Dustin Lynch is known throughout the country. He's had hit songs on country radio, and that couldn't have been easy to get a guy like that. So congratulations, first of all. What do you think he brings to Boom?
I think he brings a wide audience, and I think it's an opportunity to provide the residents and the patrons of our event and the people traveling afar for a first-class entertainment national act free of cost, which we're super proud of. That our entire event, outside of buying food and shopping at our vendors, is a completely free event. But having a national act with his amount of following is going to bring people across the region to this event, and they will become believers. And that's always what we hear post-event, that I can't believe that Beaver County can pull this off, and it's a huge effort and a collaboration from multiple municipalities and entities, and we couldn't pull it off without that collaboration.
And Dustin Lynch's music, it's kind of summery. It kind of gets you in the summer vibe, and it's going to be perfect because we're talking the last Saturday in June. So people will sort of have that mind frame, and it's kind of a kickoff to the whole July 4th thing. So it's going to just be a fun party.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's going to be a party. It's going to be entertainment, and entertainment for all and all ages.
Now, music is a big part of it, but you got other things going on as well. I'm fingers crossed. Is the wrestling coming back?
The wrestling is back.
Yes.
880 wrestling. So we'll have 8 matches across the day, starting at 4 p.m. in the Clearview parking lot. So they were such a big hit last year that we had to bring them back. And I think when I made the call to them, they were as equally excited to come back as I was to saying they were available.
People were cheering. That parking lot was packed last year, and these were wrestlers I'd never seen before. I think most of the crowd had never seen before, but you found yourself rooting for them and cheering them on, and they really interacted well with the audience.
Yeah, they made their performances interactive, and they were great storytellers where you didn't know the guys to start, but then you became a fan throughout the match, and we're super excited. This is a great opportunity to see premium wrestling in our region.
You could figure out who the bad guy was, who the heel was, who the hero was.
Yeah, as a wrestling fan in general, that it was entertaining to see. I know I'm partial. I have to go across the event, make sure everything, but I found myself watching wrestling more than anything.
Now, you have a kids zone. I remember last year that was packed. You had like a foam area, bubbles and everything.
Yeah, we have a full kids area for entertainments. We have vendors throughout. That's where Squonk's going to be located. We have bounce houses. We have kids drinks and ice cream and everything like that, where they can experience the interaction as well.
Now, as far as is there seating? Are there tents? Like if the sun is out, or if it's supposed to be nice weather, I'm sure. But are there places people can duck into to stay cool if they need to?
Fingers crossed that the weather is good.
I proclaimed it.
Yeah, you proclaimed it. It's a rain or shine event. Let me just put out that we're having it no matter what. But yes, throughout the area we will have areas designated under tent with tables and chairs. to enjoy the food and entertainment that will be there.
Talking to Tony Caltury from Visit Beaver County Recreation and Tourism about Beaver County Boom and the Boom on the Bridge party, June 27th in Bridgewater. Now, what can you tell us about food and beverage options?
We have 22 food truck and food vendors going throughout the area, scattered throughout the footprint of the area. So there's going to be food and beverage and desserts for everyone that could imagine. So we're excited about that. The food trucks had huge success last year, and we're looking forward to them. And that's one of the things we like to do, the small business community of this event in Beaver County, want them to thrive from Beaver County Boom and be infusing cash flow into them as well.
Now, do any of the local businesses get involved? There's like Pier 19 is there. I mentioned the Grumpy Beaver. You're right across the bridge from Giant Eagle. Do we see them kind of partnering and realizing there's going to be big crowds there, and then that can be an advantage to them too?
Yeah, absolutely. Pier 19, the Grumpy Beaver, Beaver Bagel, and I know Vic's Oven is going to have places open as well. So during that stretch on Bridge Street, have the opportunity as well, and we want to see people funnel into them and also the market there in Bridgewater as well.
Okay, we're going to cut for a break. We'll come back with more talking Beaver County Boom and Boom on the Bridge with Tony Caltury.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
One of the greatest honors a person can receive is to be gathered with their people at the time of their passing. Even biblical authors, when they wanted to explain what it meant to have lived a great, prosperous, and meaningful life, spoke of the individual as having lived a long time and being gathered with friends and relatives near as they closed out their twilight years. Being gathered together with loved ones is something that the J&J Spratt Funeral Home takes very seriously as well. The comfort both given and received cannot be underestimated. J&J Spratt Funeral Home also knows that the honor shown to a loved one at their time of need in this manner is still the right thing to do today. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has been gathering together with area families for 4 generations and looks forward to honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjsprattfh.com.
Luann's Route 68 Food and Spirits and Industry is the place for wing specials on Thursdays, fish, homemade crab cakes, and crab stuffed mushrooms on Fridays, as well as karaoke night. Luann's Route 68 Food and Spirits is known for their famous steak salads and has happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Find Luann's Route 68 Food and Spirits on Facebook for daily specials and live music. Luann's Route 68 Food and Spirits and Industry is veteran-owned and looks forward to serving you today.
Things are heating up with the new Fever Doubler Scratch-Off from the Pennsylvania Lottery. With 5 fiery top prizes of $250,000, this ticket is straight up sizzling. Scratch Fever Doubler and feel the heat. Benefits older Pennsylvanians, must be 18 years or older. Please play responsibly. Scott Data here, joined in studio by Tony Caltury from Visit Beaver County, talking about the Beaver County Boom next weekend, next Saturday, right there in Bridgewater. That location, Tony, talk about what makes that the perfect place for Boom.
I think it's a great place. We made the transition from the Veterans Bridge to downtown Bridgewater. First off, I want to thank the officials of Bridgewater for allowing that to happen. And that's part of the collaboration I talk about, that their willingness to give their main street of Bridgewater to us to throw this event. The perimeter event and the overall footprint just makes sense from us. There's ample space to watch concerts, but also spread out enough. And then obviously, getting closer to the vantage point of the fireworks is a huge, huge plus.
I think you nailed it. It's spacious, but yeah, when you're there, you know you're somewhere cool. There's a bunch of people. You feel a vibe. You feel an excitement in the air, but there is room to move around, too. So there is just a nice the walkability.
Yeah, I think there was a good flow and not so spread out, and I think it makes our law enforcement and the law enforcement community safe with a huge plan, and they're able to keep some eyes on what they need to do and make sure that our residents and our attendees are safe during their visit.
Now, as far as getting to the site itself, do we have shuttle transportation this year?
Yeah, first off, I can't thank Fry Transportation enough and their support of this program. So we have 3 shuttle spots. So the New Brighton Sanitation Authority will take you from there to the end of the bridge on the Giant Eagle side. The Beaver County Courthouse parking garage will take you down to the Bridgewater Borough Building, and then ample space at the Brady's Run Ice Arena, and that's where our handicap accessible vans will be, and they'll take you down to the right near the Grumpy Beaver as a drop-off spot. So we have those 3 spots. We understand the limitations of parking in Bridgewater, so we encourage that we have those continuous shuttles going on, and before you're coming to Boom on the Bridge, have a plan. Yeah. And that's my suggestion, and we have those 3 shuttle spots that can accommodate wide ranges of people, and those shuttles will go till the end of the event. So you don't have to worry about finding a ride back to your car, and we couldn't do that without Fry Transportation and their support.
And that gets you a little bit out of the fray, too, afterwards, because, if you're parking like in Beaver, once the fireworks are done, everyone's in their car at the same time, so you're
Yeah, it could prevent some standstill traffic time that you're in after a long day.
It is funny. We're traditionalists in Beaver County, and everyone's got their spot where they watch the fireworks. I don't know if you've ever been up on Monaca Heights for that. It is one big block party up there where they got the view. There's people that go to like the Giant Eagle parking lot in that area to watch. People gathered in Bridgewater. And last year we saw Bridgewater crossings being like ground central. So many people were just flocking to there, heading that direction to get that perfect view.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so great about this event and all of the events going on that weekend is it is now a tradition for families of Beaver County, with Bridgewater Crossings having you're on top of it. The Monaca Pump House and their event and community days, yes. You have thousands of people right there watching it, and then there's people that have their spots on Johnson Avenue, Monaca Heights, or Giant Eagle parking lot, and it's sort of, hey, it's a family tradition. This is where we're going on the last Saturday of June, and that's what I'm so thankful for, that the collaboration is there, and it's building, and it's continued to get bigger and better.
Brings everyone together on one day, and I love it that it's in the last Saturday of June, too, so we get an early jump on the July 4th, and people start talking about the one in Pittsburgh, and they're going for that. Well, we've already had ours, and ours was very special, thank you.
And I don't know how intentional that was on Push's when creation of this event years ago, but it was ingenious that we're not competing with other 4th of July events. It's our weekend. It's Beaver County's weekend to showcase everything going on great in Beaver County, and I think that was a genius move on their part.
And it all ultimately leads to Zambelli fireworks. We had Dr. Zambelli in studio yesterday talking a bit about what's going to happen. What are you excited about fireworks-wise? What are you hearing? Any scoops?
I think there's some surprises that they're soon going to be released. I mean, first off, how lucky are we to have a treasure like Dr. Zambelli in our backyard having so much support of this event? We are going to have a world-class firework display at 9:45. And I am excited. I know that they've been building up for the America 250 and Beaver County Boom 250 for several years, and they're sort of putting all the chips on the table, making sure that this is the biggest, baddest one that you'll ever see.
I remember a little more than a year ago, we were all in here, you, Dr. Zambelli, guys from Push Beaver County. We were saying the 2025 one's going to be great, but we're also thinking about the 250th, and that's going to be even one notch higher. So it's going to be spectacular.
I think their commitment and creating this event was a catalyst for all the other events, and I think we have a group of people, whether it be Monaca, Bridgewater, Rochester, and New Brighton, who support it and have an event. They're believers and say, why not? Why can't we do something big like this? Yeah. And we're making it happen, and that brings so much joy to me personally, and I'm so thankful that we can put on first-class entertainment for Beaver County residents.
Now, for people to keep tabs on the schedule, I know our website, Beaver County Radio, we have like the concert schedule. Do you guys, is it by Facebook, is it your website? If someone wants to know last-minute details, they just want to be reminded like what time the Clarks go on or whatever, what do you recommend?
Yeah, 2 options. our social media pages. Visit Beaver County Instagram and Facebook page, but also we have a page dedicated to Boom on the Bridge. So boomonthebridge.com has all the list of information. So our event starts at 3 p.m., music starts at 3 p.m., and they'll go straight to the fireworks.
So what I do, I take like a screen grab of that. So then when I'm standing there, I'm like, okay, I got 10 minutes till the Clarks go on. Then I know to...
Yeah, the big performance, Clarks start at 6:30, and then we'll have a little break with the DJ set in between, and then we'll have Dustin Lynch taking the stage at 8:15, and then we'll have some downtime to get to your vantage point to watch the fireworks, whether it be getting on that bridge right there or making your way down to Bridgewater Crossings and making sure that after our national act performing, we can watch the great world-class firework display as well.
Everyone has been smooth so far. You started with Big and Rich that was actually on the Veterans Memorial Bridge, and they played right up to the fireworks, and everyone had a few minutes in the fireworks. You did that with Chris Lane a couple years ago, the country star. Last year it was the Ghost Towns, the Pittsburgh band. So the timing has been really smooth.
Yeah, I think with our production company and our coordination with Push and having that constant communication, we want to make sure that there's no overlap and that everyone's event and part of the event it can shine. And I think that's part of what I'm proud of is how we communicate and how we can schedule things and everyone won't miss anything.
I remember one of the bands, I think it was Big and Rich, they actually had a big clock radio kind of thing on the stage with them, so they saw what time it was, so they weren't playing too long before they want people to see the fireworks too, so they play.
Yeah, the fireworks are just as much as the event and the staple to the event, the centerpiece of the event. And 9:45 is great, and we're glad that Dustin Lynch will be on at 8:15 and playing all the way up to that, and then give you a couple minutes to get to your spots.
And you touched on the sheer number of food trucks and beverage trucks we're going to have. Is there any ones you can highlight? Any ones you remember the names? What you're looking forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. We have Annie's Southern Barbecue. We have Brewster's Ice Cream, which is a Beaver County staple. Papa Duke's, who's been a strong supporter of a lot of our events. Al's Pizza will be there. So we got a wide variety. We'll have a ravioli stand as well, and then staples like Chick-fil-A as well at the Beaver Valley Mall has always been supportive.
So it really works out for families. Maybe one person wants pizza, one person wants chicken or whatever. You can wait in two different lines and meet at the picnic table over there. And we'll,
yeah, there's plenty of options for everyone.
Now, beverages last year, I remember Bullseye Brewing was there from New Brighton. Are they returning?
Yeah, Bullseye Brewing will be returning as well as Fermata.
From Ambridge, okay.
Yeah, so we'll have 4 spots that you can have some adult libations. Grumpy Beaver will have a stand outside Pier 19. We'll have it, and then we'll bring in Bullseye and Fermata in as well.
Okay, so Tony, one more time, let's set up the lineup for the entertainment. What do people need to know as far as the concert itself? Where are the stages and what time does everyone go on?
So we have 2 stages in the Fleet Service parking lot right along Bridge Street and Bridgewater. So the event starts at 3 p.m. with music starting right at 3 p.m. on the adjacent stage, which we are calling the Zero Fossil stage, with Ashley Marina starting right at 3 o'clock. And then from there, we'll follow by North to Nashville on the same stage, then Gene the Werewolf with Squonk Entertainment in the Kid Zone in between during this changeover. Then starting at 6:30, the main stage is the highlight with the Clarks coming on, and then followed by Dustin Lynch.
Well, you're sharp. For a guy who was coaching a football game last night, your memory, this is embedded in your memory. Yeah. It's a great lineup. I've covered every one of the Beaver County Booms, and I think this one you've outdid yourself.
When we get the Scott Tatey approval for the music, I know we're doing something right.
I keep saying we need to get a T-shirt gun. Would you let me on stage with a T-shirt gun?
Absolutely.
All right, Frank, you hear that? You listening? But all right, anything else you think is important for our listeners to know? I think it's kind of snuck up on us. Like we've been talking about it for months, and now I'm like, oh, wait. This is next weekend.
It happens fast, but I think the big thing is come with a plan. There's plenty of options for traveling and getting to the event. Just be excited. I think the excitement is real right now. I think the build up. I have an anticipation for the event because it's such a highlight for Beaver County and all the great things, the small businesses and the collaboration between communities, law enforcement agencies, medic rescue, making sure that it's not just an organized great entertainment, but a safe environment, family-friendly, free event. And I can't emphasize that enough that we're just so excited that it is open for everyone to get world-class entertainment from music, artistic ability, food trucks, and then a fireworks show that is like none other.
It's a proud day to be a Beaver Countyan.
Absolutely, it is, and I love it every year, and the hard work is worth it when I see those families enjoying it and kids on their parents' shoulders. It may be their first concert and something that they'll always remember.
Yeah.
Side note, my mom took me to a Clark's concert, and that was my first concert at A.J. Palumbo Center, so sort of reminiscent my younger years.
And you remember it still?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Tony, we appreciate the hard work you guys are putting in at Visit Beaver County to get this event going, and we appreciate you coming in today to just remind us and give us the whole lineup. So thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you out there at Beaver County Boom and Boom on the Bridge. And here's a commercial that mentions our Beaver County Boom sponsors.
Push Beaver County is